Heartbreak Ridge on my block. They got the. We'll try it again. Play it again, Sam. Yesterday the deer was over there. Alright, let's retrack everything. The hazy shade of winter. In the morning I was playing around with the cover picks. I do like a light show in the morning. And when I'm listening to the show myself, to see, if it makes sense. I mean, am I making any kind of points? Or am I believable? What am I? There's Anthony Bourdain. And then seeing, I just, like I said, the feed is small. And yesterday there was no news feed. So when I seen it at 7 o'clock, I took from a friend, Jack. He's on my friend list. And I took off the comments there because I didn't know. I just said to him, I said, well, I have no news feed in here. And then I turned on CNN and it happened to be there. I'm like, wow. And at the time, they didn't really say what the cause of death was. So I just said, there'll probably be an investigation. I think I said something, that, now, when we come find out what it was, it's not appropriate, I guess. Or some people might view it as like no respect. Respect. Isn't that what it's all about? These years here, everybody is looking for some respect. They want respect. They want to be congratulated. And that's good. You need praises. A lift. You need support, which I got very little, and I still did it. And the opener, I took it off. It's not my YouTube thing, but, I was being honest. I was being truthful. Way back when I started doing this, I didn't know what to expect. I figured you just do it. I'm not doing it for a reward. I'm just doing it because it just felt right. It felt like I was in my natural habitat. People, places, things. And all we have been going on about is respect, dignity. Treat people the way you'd want to be treated. And I talked. I always edit anybody. I always talked with anybody. And whatever the topic is, whether I was right or wrong, I just used the best logic that I had at the time. And getting back to this thing here with the beliefs and all that, and the government, and the immigration system, and the equality system. Was I lying at all this month about the unbalancedness? How did it get like that? Yes, I might have insinuated, I might have assumed a lot. Look at veterans. Veterans should be the most important thing there is to me. Just my opinion. You go back to the first time they had sporting events and everything. Again, you can do whatever you want. You can kneel. Kneel whatever you want to do. I don't object to anything like that. But it's just a football game. It's just a basketball game. It's just a baseball game. Just our history. That's what they did. It was a country where they came back to that sporting event. They just felt it was like a unity thing. Patriotic, all this kind of thing. But times change. We have different people, but whatever you do, you gotta, like, you gotta adjust. But they're missing, like, the things that make it fair. You know, play all by the same rules. That was a lot of, like, the campaign there, like, you know, like a Hillary, Obama, like, you know, everyone come, we got, you know, Clinton, like, we all gotta play by the rules. The rules gotta be fair. You know, if you do this, you should be able to get ahead. And then we had, you know, the Obamacare. You know, this is gonna help. And now, you know, now we see, you know, it's almost but over with. Now they're, you know, people are already getting nervous. They're saying, oh, he don't want to cover pre-existing. Well, it's all going to be over. I mean, once the new guard comes in, you know, nothing is permanent. In our free coffee here, nothing is permanent. But all the things that they go on about, what are the things that put pressure on getting to that point? What are the things that put pressure? What are the things that stop these things that they get on the internet, or they call radio shows, or they watch the news, or they start groups? Hold on a second. We're back. They do all this stuff for what? I mean, isn't that what Obama said? He said they go back into groups. We're all in groups. I mean, like, the guy who, you know, I was getting some ideas off this show from, you know, they're all, like, at the same views. And, like, you know, if someone comes in with different views, or just, like, a different, you know, way of trying to, like, understand the problem, it's like, oh my God. And then they check out your, you know, they look at you and they go, oh man, it's not part of us. Can't be right. You know, we know how to do it. You know, it's got to be done this way. I mean, what if Trump is the Bernie Sanders that everybody wanted? But no, he's with the immigration and everything. The immigration. And then they show pictures, you know, how inhumane this administration is. Funny thing is, like, they were putting up pictures of, like, in the Obama era. They were showing people in cages and everything. They were just like with the Philadelphia Eagles, like with the kneeling and everything. They show pictures, like, from a different time, like, you know. I mean, it's like our sources and everything. Our sources. I mean, what is legit? If our news system has been busy going after Obama for all these 500 something days, what is everyone's turning on one another? Republicans are turning on Republicans, Democrats turn on Democrats. And this guy in there is just shaking it up. Shaking it up. I mean, seems like he has their number. Seems like he has their number. Generally he seems, you know, genuine. Yes, generally he does seem like he understands why the system is the way it is. And there's a possibility that he could do some good, you know. But we just gotta wait, you know. I mean, you gotta shake it up first, you know. You gotta get rid of old things. Old things are bad ideas. You know, you gotta replace them with new. Like we were talking about California. It's like, all right, you come here. I mean, well, you can't live in New York. You can't live in tents, stuff like that. Although they do. Some people do. You did videos here. You've seen people like just out in the winter with the bottles. And there's more of it. Seen people that you knew, like brothers of people. Brothers. And then you hear about, like, their brother, like, doing all this marvelous things. And their brothers had, like, you got $1, get a beer.